Want to raise your chess to a new level? Challenge Yourself is an exclusive, innovative experience designed for Chess24 Premium members. Train like a champ with a unique set of lessons prepared by the coaches of the challengers. Boris Girlfriend and Co. will help you improve your chess. Play versus a champ. Play a grandmaster each day in Banter Blitz. Take advantage of this incredible opportunity from June 10th. Go premium and challenge yourself.
Take your chess to the next level with carefully selected collections featuring some of the best videos from Chess24. Buy the courses to own them forever, save up to 60%, or go premium and access all series while having all other privileges of premium membership. Learn more at chess24.com/deals.
So this is the broadcast tool here, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in all its glory. You can see the notation. You can also see the engine evaluation next to each move, and also how long they spend.
What I like is you can make your own moves on the board. You can check the alternatives to what the players did. And even for the moves you make, you get the computer evaluation here.
Fantastic.
I think you get it quicker and better as a premium member, such as yours truly. What I also like, there is a chat function. You can exchange things with people from all over the world. If you want to see something else, let's say you're watching a tournament and you want to see all the games at once, no problem displaying. I have no idea how many games there are, like 128 games at the same time. Can do even more. This is a team competition. You click on multi-board.
That's beautiful.
You can see all the 8 games going on at once.
Hello? Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, okay, perfect. Yeah, sorry. Thanks. Hello? Yeah, can you hear me? I think there's a bit of a lag, but it's okay. Hey, hello guys, thanks again. Doing great here. I think there's a bit of a lag, but I can. Yeah, I know you can see me, but I think there's some problem with the audio, but it's fine. Anyway, welcome again to you guys. Let me get my list. So I'll try to play as many people as possible today, but I have quite a number of challenges. So if you really want to play, just give me your names. I'll make sure you're on the list. Hi, Ampli to Hedron. Hi, Ramsey989. Also, if you guys have again any opening recommendations that you'd like me to play, then feel free to do so. Hi, Akmena. Takes is completely winning for black. Wonder why Jupe always goes for this line against the Nidorf. But it's not a good line for white. I think bishop takes f6 on move 9 is a grave mistake. I suggest the lousy cat gambit, of course. Okay. So I have many challenges. I'll try to play everyone today. If I might ask, why do you not play in the World Cup? I think I answered this considerably. I think it's even on YouTube. I answered this question many times already. But the main reason is it's very difficult to travel nowadays due to COVID restrictions. And it's also very dangerous. I feel very nervous when traveling to Europe these days. Hopefully the next few months will be better. Yeah. Thank you, Job, for the game. I think we played the same line 2 days ago in the Nidorf. Queen e7. G5 traps the knight on h4 now. But I mean, I'm quite sad to not play in the World Cup, but at the same time, I think I made the right decision. Your health is more important than chess, and there will always be other tournaments to play, but right now it's a bit dangerous to travel that far. List, please. Yeah, and also I have the Champion Chess Tour starting on July 31st. And if I made it all the way to the World Cup, I would miss that. And I wouldn't want to miss any online tournament at the moment. Yes, I can just take this piece, knight d2 j4. But I am following the games in the World Cup. There have been some exciting games today. In particular, Shankland's win against Jumabayev. Rinat has been quite impressive today. And also Jeffrey Strong made a terrible blunder against Vidit, but Vidit played very well. He means okay, I'll play Oops Kitty. Then I have a list here. Have you been taught? Yeah, I've been totally vaccinated. I think I was totally vaccinated since May. And at the same time, most people in the US are fully vaccinated. But when you go to Europe, that's not the case. So I'm very glad that I'm fully vaccinated with Pfizer. But at the same time, we try to remain very careful in public. Good game with them. Yeah, how did that game go? That last game. Oh yeah, you blundered the knight and then you blundered with knight c2 in the end, losing the rook. But this line is quite dangerous for white. Okay, this game is a Ragosin. Let's hope you will not die anytime soon. Well, we're being very careful. We didn't go to Russia, for example. Next day, the next day we will have to try something different. Against your Najdorf, there's nothing to do. Yeah, the Najdorf's a very good opening, but at the same time, white has many good lines against it. White has like 12 good lines against. Me too, Pfizer up. I agree, it's still needed careful. Yeah, I think Pfizer is the best vaccine. I'm not sure honestly why some people wouldn't want to get vaccinated. But I think the numbers in Europe and in Russia of people who are fully vaccinated are very low. Do you travel domestically? What about events in St. Louis later this summer? Yes, I am comfortable traveling to different states inside the US. For example, I'm playing 5 tournaments in St. Louis this year. And in fact, we're traveling to St. Louis in a couple of weeks. And also I'm playing in San Francisco later this year for the finals of the Champions Chess Tour. Traveling within the US, I think, is quite safe. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to be careful. Queen takes F6. Modernized equivalent. I think traveling to Russia or to Europe is a bit different. Russia has a lot of COVID cases at the moment. In some places in Europe, vaccination are high. In the UK, for example. Oh, I didn't know that actually. So, how many people are fully vaccinated in the UK? Let's see. But UK vaccination rates is 54.6 for. Oh, so that's very good. Yeah, you're right. UK has very high vaccination rates. That's true. So maybe it's very safe to travel in the UK. Let's see. Play car mechanic. Bring out the cat, please. Yeah, maybe he can come. Let's see. Maybe my cat will come. I'll leave the door open. There. I'll leave the door open so maybe my cat will come in eventually. He's probably asleep right now, but I'm sure he'll wake up later. And if he sees the door open, he will come in. Do you know if I took the Moderna from the Virginia hospital? Pfizer and Moderna are good, but I still wear my mask. Yeah, I think Pfizer is the best one. You still wear a mask for other people. But yeah, I just didn't feel comfortable playing in the World Cup this year. Do you know if the final of the Champion Chess Tour will be open to the public? I live in North California and would love to see live play. Yeah, I think the finals in Champion Chess Tour will be open to the public. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to wait on that for updates. But I'm pretty sure it will be open to the public because first of all, that's the reason why we're holding it over the board. And secondly, that's still late September. So I'm almost certain it'll be open to the public. But I'm not, but we'll see. We could always ask Sotiris for confirmation. I'm not sure though that St. Louis tournaments this year will be open to the public because there are quite a number of cases in Missouri. And I'm not sure if the St. Louis Chess Club will have the playing hall open for anyone who wants to come. But the St. Louis Chess Club is not the biggest playing hall, and so they have limited space. So I'm not sure how many people they can house. But I'm pretty sure the one in San Francisco will be open to public. Because the pawn on d4 is falling, and black is much better. I can just play f6 and bishop b6. In my country, the vaccination process is reasonable, I'd say. We need a new cat version of Sicilian. Wesley, you want dogs? I have 6 dogs and 2 cats. Yeah, just male dogs here in Minnesota where I live. We love dogs, but it's hard to take care of dogs. I got Moderna in March, but I was in education preferred category. What do... Oh, you're welcome for the game, Oops Kitty. What do I think of Magnus games? I think there were several interesting games in the World Cup today. There were several very good games. And I mostly follow players from the US. So actually, I'd like to congratulate Sam Shankland for an impressive victory today against Rinat Jumabayev, who beat Fabiano. I think Shankland defended very well after the time control, and he proceeded to outplay Rinat. But as for Carlsen's game, I think Carlsen played very impressively today. The opening was very interesting, a5 on move 6. Is a way just to keep the game going. And it's very typical Magnus to play a5 on move 6 and then c6. Basically, I think it's not a very good line, but Magnus just wants to keep the game going because he wants to continue his perfect streak in the World Cup. So a5 is a very courageous move. And then I think Radoslaw played very weird at some point. For example, I don't like e5 on move 11 in Carlsen's game today. I don't like White's e5. I thought a3 was better. And then later on, Radek started making some mistakes. Like on move 18, h4 wasn't very good. I thought White had better moves because after Magnus found bishop e2, the position was very difficult for White to play. Takes. And I think Magnus was very unlucky not to win today because the position after move 22 is better for Black, and Magnus found bishop takes h4, but he couldn't find the killing blow. I think if he played king h8 first, or if he found knight e5, then he would have won. Yeah, so I think what effect just barely survived today. I'm very impressed by Magnus' play at the moment. I think he's working hard. It's clear that he's working hard for his upcoming World Championship match with Ian Nepomniachtchi, and it shows in his play. He's 50 points higher rated than the world number 2. And it's clear he's far from... His days of playing best chess are far from over, it's clear. Is it at the Mechanics Institute? No. Wait, my opponent just blundered the bishop. He even gave me an option to take which bishop. Check king is 7. Hi, King Tao. Does he also play 5+0? I prefer 3+2 or 3 minutes. 5+0 is quite slow for my taste. But I'll accept 3 minutes plus 3+2. Sam was, okay, I have to play fast. Oh, we have 2 seconds increments, so that's fine. Sam was very resourceful in the end. Yeah, I think Shankland is proving that he's clearly above 2700 rating level. I watched some of his chessable courses, and he always promises that he'll be back to 2700 once the pandemic is done. So he pretty much delivered and maintained his word. So king e4, mate. Okay. Okay, I'll play bogs in the future. Let's see. If you guys have any opening suggestions. Otherwise, I'll just play. Yeah, I'll try to play some Gambit maybe, just for fun. Let's play the Queen's Gambit. Wesley, the St. Louis Chess Club has a high reputation. There are other institutions in the US at the same or a similar level. High reputation of what? Yeah, the St. Louis Chess Club is, I think, the best chess club in the world. No monkeys. San Francisco Chess Club shares the Mechanics Institute building. Was just checking. Vienna, Max Lynch attack in Vienna. No, I think the finals of the Champions Chess Tour. Where is it? Let me look it up, see if it's online. Yeah, I'm actually not sure if they've released the venue of the finals of the Champions Chess Tour in San Francisco. Yeah, I don't think they've announced the venue yet, but I don't think it's in the Mechanics Institute. Let's see. Vienna, so I have the Vienna and the Max Lynch. Yeah, I should play E4 next move. I had 10 hours of lesson from Sam Shanklin earlier this year, and it helped my over the board game. I'm 1600 USCF, but a few weeks ago I beat a 1900 and drew against a 2100 USCF. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, 1600 USCF to beat a 2100 USCF is quite remarkable achievement. Yeah, I think Shanklin takes students. I used to take students as well some years ago, but right now I'm focused mainly on playing and improving myself because teaching students actually requires preparation, like good preparation. If you want to be a good teacher, you should prepare seriously for the lessons, and I don't have enough time to sufficiently study my students, so that's why I'm focused more on playing. So I'm not teaching at the moment. Maybe one day. I certainly love seeing new talents improve their game, but it requires serious preparation. Let's see, the bishop on c5 is falling. I guess queen d1 followed by knight b5 is good enough. Okay, thanks, I couldn't find it. Yeah, I don't think the finals of the Champions Chess Tour, the venue hasn't been announced. At least I don't see it online, nor do I know of any. Let's see. Yeah, definitely some interesting games from the World Cup today. I'm mostly rooting for the American players. Gosh, stopper. Let's see, I have the Vienna and the Max Lynch. Maybe I'll try to play e4, e5. Or maybe I'll try to get the Vienna. Oh, but my pawn played g3. So no more Vienna. Am I on the list, Wesley? Well, you are now. c6. Ariantari played this c5 move against Magnus, which I haven't seen before. But maybe it's not that bad. Black just wants to play knight c6 and castle. The list of my Wesley. You're on my list, dangerous. Guess I can play d6 and then bishop b7. May have come off the list when I lost connection. Thought knight e5 can be met by knight a5, followed by bishop b7, I guess. Yeah, you are on the list now. Amplitude. This position is just more or less equal, I think, but it's gonna be very hard to win with black. White can play knight c6 and trade a couple more pieces. Takes. White is very solid, of course, but the position is just equal. Let's read the chat. Blunder Panda. Yeah, I think I didn't play Blunder Panda last week, so I should definitely play him now. Monkey. Okay. Let's see. Do you think about how to get to candidates next year through a rating or the FIDE Swiss tournament? I'm hoping. I mean, I would love to play in the Grand Prix. The Grand Prix. How do you pronounce PRIX? But anyway, I'm hoping to play and compete in the Grand Prix series next year. It starts in February. It runs for a couple of months. At the same time, I need to be in the top 15 by December, I think, top 20 in order to qualify. So I'm hoping to play in the Grand Prix series next February. I think it'll be held in Russia, but I'm hoping that the COVID will be hoping the COVID will be dealt with at that time. Yeah, Grand Prix is another path. It's very hard to win Isle of Man because it's an open tournament and there are 150 players. So it's quite difficult to be in the top 2 in Isle of Man. So maybe I'll skip that and then play in the Grand Prix. Let's see. A lot of animals showing up 4 games, but only 1 king. Isn't the queen trap after knight c7? Yeah, queen is trap. Let's see. Have you watched Seong versus Vidit game today? Yes, I was following Jeffrey today. I was watching mostly games by the Americans left, Jeffrey Seong and Sam Shankland. Also I gotta say, oh yeah, I think Jeffrey played the London system today, but Vidit knew the opening very well, and he had absolutely no problems after the opening. And Vidit was playing very solidly today. He traded a few minor pieces, and he equalized. But then Jeffrey got some pressure around move 35, move 35 to 38. Jeffrey was putting undeniable pressure on the position. But I think on move 39, the bishop sacrifice with bishop takes g6 was an error in decision by Jeffrey. And he didn't have enough time. He only had a minute left to reach the time control. So bishop takes g6 on move 39 by Jeffrey was, it turns out to be a decisive mistake. And after which the position after the time control is just lost for Jeffrey. So I think bishop takes g6 on move 39 was definitely the decisive mistake. Xiong enjoys making comebacks. Yeah, but it's very hard to come back with the black pieces. Also, Vidit is very solid and very good in the openings. So I think If you want to make a comeback, you normally do it with the white pieces. But to make a comeback with black is hit or miss. It's very difficult to do so. Let's see. Wesley, not only is it a privilege to play you, but we appreciate your kind words to us and friendship, even through the internet. Thank you. Yeah, there are lots of trolls on the internet, but there are also good people out there. So thank you to all the good people. Rook AC1. We have some daily plan of preparation, analysis on games, or it just depends on your mood. Yeah, I tend to solve a lot of maybe this is interesting. Take and queen c4. Not sure if it works. So I tend to have a set of way how to train. I generally like working on myself because there's no pressure, and I can work at my own leisure. But I generally work on chess around the 6 to 7 hours a day. Now that my tournament's getting closer, I generally solve a lot of difficult positions. I think there are different ways to try to improve on your chess, but most important fact, I think, is to warm yourself up, to get your brain working, to get ready for the tournament. Do a lot of warm-ups, exercises. The worst part of that you can do for training is to just look at the engine evaluation and rely on the engine. I think you need to rely on your brain to make sure it's working 100%. And of course, you need to look at your opponent's games as well. Study your opponent's games in the upcoming tournament. Also, get rid of your weaknesses. But I think most important is just to be motivated for the upcoming tournament and to have done some serious preparation beforehand. That way you're confident. But yeah, anyway, to answer your question, I already have a plan of what to study before. But sometimes I don't feel like studying, and then I'll just watch videos or read books. But there are days when I can really study. Like, for example, 3 days ago, I was not in the mood to study, so maybe I only put in a couple of hours on my chess that day. But yesterday, I think I was able to put in some serious hours, like 7 hours of chess work. E6. Hi, Venom 2015. D5. Let's see. Maybe I can. Oh. Wait, so I'm supposed to play the Vienna, but haven't had the chance yet. So I'll just play the Nimzo. C5. Duda fan. Last World Cup, he made comeback twice against Duda. Jeffrey made a comeback 2 times against Duda last year. Or no, 2019. Yeah, that's true. But I think in both games he had the white pieces on the second game. I think Jeffrey had the white piece. And also Jan-Christoph Duda is a fighter. So he's the type of player who you can expect to get a complicated game in every game. Bishop b7. I'll play h6. Black has many good moves here, but h6 keeps all the pieces on the board. I guess I take, followed by knight d5 or something. Attack his bishop, attack his pawn c3. Thunder Beast 22. Hello, Wesley So, sir. You should be next world champion. Why not? Why not playing the World Cup? Waiting for it to be world champion. Yeah, What line? Let's see. What chances do you think Andreikin has in this World Cup? Yeah, that's an interesting question, Jup. What chances do you think Andreikin has in this World Cup? Let's see. What happened to Andreikin today? He drew. What's against Ivik? So Andreikin drew today against Ivik. Andreikin's rating is 27-24. Velimir 25-82. Well, Andreikin is a heavy favorite in the current matchup against Ivik. So he drew his first white game. I assume he should draw the next black game. And then Andreikin will be the heavy favorite in the playoffs. So Andreikin has a very good chance. I don't know who Andreikin plays next, but he's definitely the big favorite against his match with Ivik. Andreikin also reached the finals in the 2013 World Cup. So he's a very solid and very stable player. And he's very complete. He doesn't really have any major weaknesses. I played Dmitry Andreikin a few times. He strikes me as a very solid and complete Russian player. Oh no, so Monkey blundered a rook. So fortunately, no takebacks. Let's see. I haven't played Blunder Panda yet, right? So I should play Blunder Panda. Okay, I'll try to play e5. Maybe he will play for the max range attack. So max range attack is castle knight f6 d4. Oh, well, there's no max range with this move order. So I'll play e5, d5, bishop b5, knight 4. So I covered this very well in my 1e4 course. I also played this many times with the white pieces. This line is very complex. Castle, now white plays knight c3. Black plays bishop g4. I played this many times against Magnus Carlsen, but I think he was playing better and better after every game. Bishop e2. I don't think I've seen bishop e2 before, so bishop e2 might be a new move by Blunder Panda. Guess I can play bishop a5. Or I can play f6. Maybe I'll just play f6. So bishop e2 is interesting. I don't recall seeing it before. I'll play f6, and then after e takes f6, maybe just take on c3 and queen f6 or something. E takes f6. Yes, knight c3. White is very solid, but black is very solid also. Okay, let's read the chat. Sorry, I wasn't able to follow the chat. There's thinking of the game. You watched a clip where Anish compares it to a killer with a knife. No, I haven't seen that yet, actually. Maybe I should look for it. Anish killer with a knife. That's funny. I haven't seen that, but yeah, Anish has such great humor. Let's see. Thank you for the game, Monkey King. Queen b3. I guess just queen d6, followed by knight a5. Hitting his queen. Let's see. Andreikin would play the winner of Fedosiv Kovalev. Yeah, Fedosib won the first game against Kovalev. So he's a heavy favorite to win the match. And if Anderkin beats Ivik, then he'll play Fedosib next. So it's gonna be an interesting matchup if Fedosib and Anderkin wins. Fedosib and Anderkin, I think, are very closely matched. Anderkin plays more solid chess, but Fedosib is much more dynamic. But it'll be interesting to see Fedosib versus Anderkin if they both win. I sacrificed an exchange, but I think I have good compensation because my knight comes to c4. I also have some rook e6 maybe. So I'll play knight c4. Why is pawn structure is ruined? Okay, let's read the chat. Terrible defense 418. What do you think of Nepo's chance to beat Magnus? I think Magnus is a favorite in the match. No disrespect to Ian, but I think Magnus is the favorite in any match. So I think both sides are preparing hard for their upcoming match. But I'm very impressed with the way Magnus has been playing so far in the World Cup. I think he's in really good form at the moment. And he's also got a lot more match experience than Ian. I think his team is already tried and tested. And I don't know, I would give Ian maybe a 35% chance. So yeah, something like that, 65-35 or 70-30, but I don't know, in just my opinion, I think I think Magnus is the heavy favorite, just considering the form that he's showing in the World Cup. But Ian is a very good player as well. So I don't really want to give a prediction when I could turn out to be wrong, but I just don't see anyone beating Magnus in a long match with the way that he's playing at the moment. So, Blunder Panda offers a draw. No, I think black is better here actually, because my knight is very, very good. A dangerous ride is a moderator. Let's see. How do I make progress though? King f7. I guess knight d6 followed by knight e4 or knight f5, attacking the pawn. I have rook e6 as well. White has many weak pawns, so I think he's worth. I'll pin his bishop, rook e6. Then knight f5. Yeah, he can trade rooks, but I have 2 pawns for the exchange. Takes. And blunder a pawn. And g5, b4. Let's see, I think knight g6 wins by force here. Takes. Check, takes. Well calculated. Queen, nice try. Good game, Blunder Panda. Let's see, I have people on the list here. I'll make sure to play you guys as well. Who do you think will qualify for the semis in the World Cup? Yeah, good game, Panda. That was interesting. I think the people who would qualify for the semifinals are Magnus Carlsen, of course. and Alexander Grischuk. I think Sergey Karyakin. And probably Maxim Bacerla-Grave. I mean, I don't know exactly the exact pairings, whether they'll face each other on the quarterfinals. But just looking at the games and the forms of the players, I think Magnus Grischuk, Sergey Karyakin, who's been playing very well, and probably also Maxim Bacerla-Grave. I think those are the 4 people who are the favorites to make it. But there are other wild cards also. I think Sam Shankland maybe could make it to the semifinals. I'm not sure. He still has to win 3 matches. Let's see. The other wild cards who could make it to the semifinals: Sam Shankland, maybe Andreikin, or maybe Esipenko. Those are some of my other candidates. Bishop e7. MBL is playing Praga currently. Yeah, I saw Maxim drew today with the black pieces. Then I assume he'll have the white pieces tomorrow, Maxim. So he's gonna try to put Prague under some pressure. We'll see what happens. I got Sam as the dark horse. Okay, so Sam Shankland as your dark horse for the semifinals. Yeah, I think Shankland has been playing relatively well in the last couple of months. So but I think I'm also very impressed with the way Sergey Karyakin has been playing in the World Cup. Peter Spidler. Yeah, maybe Peter Spidler. I mean, Spidler is a very strong player. But yeah, it just feels like it's been around forever. Let's see. Peter Spidler against Nikita Vichugov. Yeah, so based on rating, and Peter Spidler is a very consistent player. So maybe you're right. He could also make it. I think he just has good a chance as Andreikin or Esipenko to make it to the semifinals. But he has to beat Nikita Vichugov first. And Nikita is very, very solid. Esipenko would have to beat Magnus to get to the semis. Oh, so that's a big problem for Esipenko. If Esipenko would have to beat Magnus to get to the semis, then his chances become much smaller right there. Why must I lose to this box? Right, rook d5, rook d8. B3 is a good move. I missed b3. Guess I'll just play rook c8, support my knight this way, bc4, bc4. Just play h6, not to get back rank checkmated. Maybe I can play a5, ba5, b4. Do you like the Tanya Peter Leko commentary of the Champions Chess Tour? Yeah, I do. I like the combination of Peter Leko and Tanya. I have a lot of respect for Peter Leko as a player, and I think he's a very decent commentator. So I think I like their duo. I've watched them in several tournaments. And I think they're the right combination. They're the right duo commentary. So I hope that they'll be back the next tournament. But I don't know if you guys like Peter Leko and Tanya. I'm not sure. You think you would beat Magnus in a boxing match? Um, let's see, who do I play next? I guess let's see, I think you must lose to these Bogs want some revenge or something. E5, knight c6. What do you think of Jerome Gambit? What's Jerome Gambit? Yeah, thank you for the game, the Wyatt. Oh, nice. So Bogs plays the, what do you call this opening again? Hi, Wesley, you're a legend. Really enjoy your E4 course. Thank you, Rome Experiment. Wait, what do you call this opening again with B4? Yeah, just slipped my mind. Evans Gambit. Yes, of course. The Evans Gambit is Agad Mator's favorite opening. I don't remember what I prepared here. But I think after Queen B3, I play Queen F6. Oh wait, do I play Knight A5? I think I also have Knight A5 here. Bishop F7, King F8, Queen D5. So maybe I'll just play Queen F6. I think Queen F6 is the theory here. RCPLP, yes, I want revenge too, Wes. Thank you. Yeah, I'll play you as well. What did Job say? If we don't have the big favorites, how can they be Magnus, Karyakin, or Batcher? Why would one of the remaining players bet? Yeah. Do you have any seconds, Wesley? I don't really work with too many players. I have a friend who helps me, who gives me opening ideas from time to time. But for the most part, I mostly work on my own takes. I have sparring partners, like I play with other strong chess players online from time to time. But I think other than if I qualify for the candidates or anything, I don't really think that a second is that important for me at the moment. But if I qualify to the candidates, then I definitely have to pay much more serious attention to hiring a second and stuff. But generally, all the information that you need is available on the computer or on the internet. So yeah, but if I want to qualify to the candidates, or if I qualify the candidates, then I definitely have to pay much more serious attention to hiring a second, all that stuff. I would be your second, but maybe I have to get a little better first. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I have a friend who shares with me some opening ideas regularly, but he doesn't travel with me or anything, so I don't really consider him a full-time second. I think the seconds were, oh wait, did I just blunder a bishop? Yeah, I just blundered my bishop on a5. That was very stupid. Can I c2? So this is 3+2. So I won't be able to flag bogues. But I think my position is not that bad. I have b6. I mean, maybe I can try to trick bogues one way or another. Let's see, knight c6, f6. Yeah, I think I can trick bogues from this endgame. I'll be your second. Maybe I have to get a little better first. Who is your all-time favorite chess player? My all-time favorite chess player is Anatoly Karpov. But the other greats, of course, are Gary Kasparov, Bobby Fischer, greatest American chess player. Let's see, Vishy Anand. I like Capablanca. So there are many good players out there in the past. Let's see. Maybe I should focus on how to beat bogues. Oh, King F1 is a bad move. I think I have B5 and B4. My pawns are pushing. Maybe rook B8, rook B5. Yeah, maybe I play rook B8 here. Start pushing my pawns. My bogues is also very low on the clock. Rook B5. Threatening rook takes C5. Rook C5 and check. Takes. Yeah, this endgame should be winning for black because I'm a pawn up. Also, kingside pawns are ruined. May I play G5? Take this pawn. Take pawn. Yeah, so we managed to trick bogues. Hey Wesley, this is the link for the Anish Knife story for you. Watch it from 5:30 to 30. Oh, thank you. I actually haven't seen this one. 5:30 to 36. FTX Crypto Cup. Okay, let's play RCPLP. I think he wants a revenge. I don't know what opening to play. I'll just play some rubbish. Maybe I'll play the King's Gambit. I'll play some F4. I used to play this very long time ago. Okay, let's read the chat. Have you used Kramnik's course on Chessable? You started it seems to focus on how to think. Oh, actually, I didn't know that Vladimir Kramnik has a course on Chessable. So thanks for telling me. No, I didn't know that Kramnik has a course in Chessable. I'll definitely check it out. But any material made by Kramnik is good, I must say. So you can definitely be assured that it's a good buy because anything made by Kramnik is quality material, I believe. In E1, bishop takes, knight takes. But it's interesting if Kramnik has a course on Chessable. Let's see, I'll try to drop this bishop on G4. Hey, so can you add me to your list as well? Yeah. Okay, I'll play ampli to header on X. H4, bishop on G4 strap. Let's see, which young player is tough to play for you, or do you think great player? Which young player is tough to play for you? I don't know, I used to, let's see. I don't know, I think Praga is very, I think the Indian youngsters are very good. Indian youngsters like Nihal, also Pragnananda. I think they're very, very good players. Let's see, but I think I generally have good results against youngsters, or maybe it's because I just don't play them too often. Let's see, hopefully my cat comes in later. Left the door open. I guess king h1. Guess rook g1. Bring the rook in. Oh, I have bishop f6 as well. I'll play it next move. Yeah. Finally having some rain here. That's good. Okay, I'll play bishop f6. I think normal challenge, Craig. Normal challenge. Not the new play zone. Queen f6. X. Yeah. Okay, who do I play next? Guess him. Maybe amplitude Hedron is not on the keyboard. Okay, so we'll play the mod first. We'll play the mod Dangerous Ride. Who just wants to play unrated? That's fine. Oh, a4. h5. So he wants to play the crab opening. Wesley, thoughts on d5? Don't know if you saw earlier in the comment. What do you mean d5? You mean d5 first move? d5 is very good, supported by the queen. Yeah. Wes, how easy is it to have a novelty in the opening frequently? Yeah, I'll take your challenge next game, Amplitude. Yeah, no problem. I mean, that's the problem with this Banter Blitzes is you don't know when you're gonna get picked. I don't really blame people. Kind of hard to predict when you're going to get picked. Knight c6 followed by knight h5. Or I can take this. And that way my knight gets a very good square on b4. I don't know, what should I play? Maybe I can just castle. I'm threatening e4, by the way, winning some material. Let's see. Wesley, how easy or difficult is it to have a novelty in the opening frequently, especially when all players have engines at their disposal? I think it's almost impossible to have an opening novelty nowadays, or at least a good one. Yeah, e4 is very strong here. I can play knight d4, but then after ed3, his position is just busted. I think it's, as I was saying, it's almost impossible to have an opening novelty nowadays because there are millions of games in the databases, and there's also correspondence games. So it's almost impossible to have an opening novelty just because chess is very well researched nowadays. Unless you play a very bad novelty. But I must say, especially in the top level, I think it's very rare to find an opening novelty that is not known yet. Okay, black's just piece up. Can you tell us something about your residence from Google Maps? Looks like a calm neighborhood of Minneapolis. Calm neighborhood of Minneapolis. I think, let's see, knight d4, rook h4. I missed rook e4, but I think takes and then rook e8 should be winning for. Check king e7. If so, ask you for draw best to take it or prepare to lose viciously. I think white had queen h6 there. So we definitely both blundered. Yeah, that was a bad game from both of us, but mainly white. Yeah, thank you for the game, Dangerous Ride. I think in the end, instead of queen h8, you had queen h6, check, and king e7, queen e3, check. Winning the knight on d4, which obviously missed. What's the theory here? Is it like b6 or something? f3, knight c6, then bishop a6. Castle. Knight e5, c5, rook c8. I think white's knight on f3 is misplaced. He should have played maybe f3 on move 6, followed by e4. But here, white is just losing a pawn because of the pin along the light squares. Darwin Lilo in the chat. Hello, Wesley. Shout out. Is that the real Darwin Lilo? Wesley, how are you able to play so well on chess 960? You beat Carlsen. Yeah, I'm hoping there'll be more chess 960 tournaments. I think it's hard for people to understand chess 960 because there are so many positions. But I think everyone who played chess 960 pretty much likes it. No, I guess don't really know how I beat Magnus in that chess 960. But maybe he's better prepared now. And Panda, Dangerous, Ampli, Venom. Okay, I see Venom's challenge now. I was looking for a challenge earlier, but I can find it. Sorry, I was really stupid. Thanks for the game. Oh, thank you for the game too. Yeah, no need to feel stupid. I think everyone feels stupid after losing a game, but that's just normal in chess. F5. And so Darwin Lilo is in the chat. Basically Darwin says, why didn't you play in the World Cup? Okay, by e4, get bishop h7. We should have seen each other. We were coaching. I am Kison and I am Konsho. Hey. Yeah, I saw your trip in the World Cup. I saw your pictures on Facebook. Also, Darwin, you should try to play in next year's Olympiad. Yeah, you should try to play in next year's Olympiad, or at least be a coach. That way we can see each other. Yeah, I saw your long journey from Manila to Doha, and then Doha to Moscow, Moscow to Sochi. I was rooting for you guys there. But next time, yeah, I didn't go to the World Cup because of the COVID situation. But next year, hopefully, kita-kita tayo ulit sa Olympiad in Moscow. Queen b6, castle, bishop e7. Takes. Yeah, it's really unfortunate I was unable to play. But next time. Yeah, also shout out to all the Filipinos out there. Also to my good friend, Darwin Lilo. Oh, I missed a5. That was very good. But I guess I guess black is still 2 pawns up, so no big deal. World Cup. Yeah. I'm buying your chessable 1e4 course. Can I please have a game? Oh, certainly, because you bought my chessable course last 2019. What do I play here? I guess rook g8 or something. I hope I could play in Olympiad next year. Kung wala lang pandemic, kasama na sana ako this year Olympiad. Bishop c5. Yeah, Darwin, you should make sure to be in the next year's Olympiad. Try to. I think your rating is higher now than Joey Antonio, right? If I remember correctly. So the Philippine team will probably be Sadora. Who else? Rook takes, rook g2, rook h3, bishop d6. Let's see, what do I play here? Maybe bishop d6, maybe. GM Dao. GM Lilo. Okay, hi Mott. Hi Gogo United. And shout out again to Darwin. Yeah, hopefully you can play in next year's Olympiad. Yeah, it's been a long time. I think it's been 9 years since I last met Darwin, but hopefully it'll be good. What's the format of this year Olympiad? I think this year's Olympiad is gonna be held online, the same format as last year. As last year's online Olympiad, won by Russia and India. But online Olympiad is not the same because they mix the men's and women's. But I'm hoping that next year's Olympiad will push through. Yap. Mas galingan mo pa. Lagi kami nagpupuyat sa mga laro mo eh. Lalo na pag inubos mo si Magnus. Yeah, thank you so much, Darwin. Hopefully we'll see each other again soon. E6. You still live in Marikina? Yeah, I always wonder how our friend is doing. What's his name? Joffrey. How Poppy is doing. Knight G6. Bishop here. Translate it for us, Wes. Thank you for the game. Yeah, thanks for the game, Sertres. That was very intense. Translate it for us. Yeah, you could do Google Translate, but yeah, let's see. Wesley, have you been in Africa? I think I've been to Africa a couple of times. I was in South Africa 2019. It was very, very pretty, very, very intense. Also, I played in Ivory Coast a couple years ago. Oh, no, I was in South Africa in 2018. That's awfully long time ago. I understood Magnus from Darwin's message, and that's it. Okay, rook b1, queen f8. Shoot. Okay. Let's see, b7. Maybe knight h3 is not best move. Okay, I'll translate Darwin's message. Wesley, Jeff Poppy is doing fine. My English is running out, so that's why I'm speaking Tagalog in the chat. Those who... Okay, wait, gotta think. Those of you who don't know, GM Darwin Lilo is one of the best players from the Philippines. And Darwin got his Grandmaster title in 2007. And he used to be one of my best friends. The Philippines also sent 4 players to the World Cup in the form of Paulo Bersamina, Daniel Quezon, Michael Concio, and Janelle Fraina. And Darwin Lilo was coaching Daniel Quezon, I believe. But I'm hoping that we'll see each other in the next Olympiad next year in Moscow. The Philippines is very far. You know, I'd love to visit the Philippines again, but it's really far. F2, or queen c5, maybe queen c5. The Philippines friend, welcome Darwin. Hey, just out of curiosity, how do chess players hang out usually during tournaments? Talk about chess only. Yeah, talking about chess is not bad. I think I can talk about chess nonstop. But most chess players are generally friendly, and most professional chess players have a courteous relationship to each other. So it's nice to be in tournaments with your friends from time to time. Okay, rook e2 should be over. Let's see, I played Dangerous Ride already. I haven't played Venom yet, so I should play Venom. Let's play Venom 2500. Okay, so Poppy is doing well. That's good to know. E4, C5, knight f3, d6. Check 97. Yeah, the flight from Manila to Sochi must be a killer. Knight at 6, e6. Fitter b5. Thanks. Too fast time control for me. Yeah, thank you for the game. I think yeah, I think I prefer 3+2 over 5-minute games. Just because let's see, I think 95 is good for black here. Takes. Let's see, bishop d7. Let's see, what time is it in Manila now? Wow, 3:20 in the morning. And Darwin's still awake. I see 3 castle. Yep, 15 hours plus stopover. Manila, Doha. Wesley, you must come to Poland once. Yeah, I think there'll be a Grandchester leg in Poland next year. So I've never been to Poland, but I've been to Latvia, but not to Poland. So it'll be exciting. There'll be a Grandchester leg in Poland. We'll see what happens. -4. Takes. In Scotland. Come to Berlin and play the Berlin there. Yeah, just like Maxime Vachier-Lagrabe playing the French. The Frenchman playing the French. Always good. I've been to London and played the London there. That doesn't count. But yeah, Darwin, you should do your best to qualify for the Olympiad. I think ratings. Let's see, probably the Philippine Olympic team next year will be Barcenelia, Bersamina, Gomez, Darwin, and Antonio. Also, Fedora switched federations. I didn't even know that. Yes, Fedora plays for the US now. Oh, wait. Oh, no, he's still in the Philippines, but maybe it's just inactive. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see, his position is very close. Play h5. Hi, Wesley. Have you tried other board games other than chess for fun? Let's see, I have tried many other board games like poker and backgammon. Let's see, also checkers. I think in general, I like board games. I'm pretty good at most board games. Let's see. Will they play with the same Knicks? What would the US team? What would be the US team for the Olympiad? More 2,700 players now than spots on the team? Well, the US way of selecting players is not a secret. So it's usually done by rating. And I think Levon Aronian is switching federations. So I think I talked to Levon, I think he's pretty confident that he will make it to next year's Olympiad. So the lineup will be Fabiano, Levon, me, Lenier Dominguez, and Nakamura. I'm not sure though if Nakamura. I'm not sure if Hikaru wants to play in next year's Olympiad. But if he does decide to play, then that will be the lineup. So Fabiano, yeah, it's all done by rating. Darwin Lilo, I hope I get lucky and qualify for next year's over the board Olympiad. US Dream Team, like US Dream Team. Yeah, the Philippines has a very good team also. Apsadora, Barcinelia. Let's see, it's very hard to open up this position. And it's like, but at least the bishop on h1 is dead. But maybe I can play knight f4. Knight f4 maybe. G takes, G takes. B. Oh, nice. White cannot take on b3 because there's rook a1, knight e2. There are only 5 players in the Olympiad team. Five players in each Olympic team. Wesley, can someone like Alireza be able to reach his potential without a top level coach and team surrounding him? Yeah, I think Alireza can definitely reach his potential. I think having a good coach is important, but it's kind of overrated sometimes. I think the most important factor is for the player to work hard on his own, to have the motivation to work hard on his own. It's very difficult to be a professional chess player long time. So I think Alireza really needs to habit himself to be motivated for a very long time and to enjoy the life of a professional chess player. But coaches can help. But at the same time, I think Alireza can kind of do it on his own with his family and with his father. I think playing good chess in the long haul is much more difficult than just achieving fast and quick results. You're welcome, Venom, for the game. Is there a queue order or are you picking opponents randomly? I have a list of who I'm supposed to play, but yeah, I'll write you on the list, Craig. Maybe I'll play you next. Oh wait, I should play e6, trapping this knight. Why did I take on b2? Who is the best Scotch chess player? Isn't it Jacob Agard? Or is Jacob Agard Danish or Scotch? I think Jacob Haggard is Danish. So I think the best Scottish player is what's his name? I don't remember now. I only play premium members. I think so. Yeah, I'm supposed to. Best player who plays the Scotch. Played the London opening. Yeah, maybe Craig is the best Scottish player. Let's play Craig. Wow, Matthew Turner. I've never heard of Matthew Turner. I keep playing the Sicilian. So again, thank you, Darwin Lilo, for saying shout out. Hope to see you next year. Yeah, maybe I can visit the Philippines again one day. Once this pandemic is over. Oh, that's weird. Bishop h4 followed by bishop takes f6. I think Craig is not playing this opening well. I'm waiting for the cutie cat. Yeah, my door is wide open, so I guess Zanzibar is asleep. I think Zanzibar is deeply asleep, but if he comes in time, I'll show him. Okay, h3. How do we win this game? Guess I'll just castle or something. Hey Wesley, can you play the Halloween Gambit? What's the Halloween Gambit? How do you play the Halloween Gambit? What are the moves? Check. B5. Amarin Taj, not a pet lover, but your cats are just so cute. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you should get an animal of your own because you don't think you're a pet lover, but when you had one, you'll understand that pets are an important part of your life. Having a pet is like having a baby. Let's see. Okay, who haven't I played? Balas. I guess I played everyone from my list, so I'll just play randomly, right? Let's play Banele Sumalo. Oh wait, I'm supposed to play the Halloween's Gambit. Hopefully my opponent plays knight c6 and then I'll be able to. Good game, I mouse slip with the rook. Yeah, good game, Craig. Okay, my opponent's not here, so I guess I abort. Wait, who haven't I played yet? JS Reed. Okay, see you soon, Wesley. Time to sleep. Time to sleep again. Take care. Good luck in your games. I'm very proud of you. Oh, thank you, Darwin. It's been a very long time since we last saw each other. Been 8.5 years. But thank you for your kind words and also congratulations on having Congratulations on your newborn daughter, and congratulations on you and your family. So hope to see you again soon, one day. Take C5. And thank you guys for watching my games in the Philippines and in Marikina. Yeah, so hope to see you again soon. Good night. Yeah. Good night, Darwin, or good morning. Let's see. Can you play the Benoni? Yeah, I can play the Benoni. I'll play the Benoni as well if I have the chance. Yeah, Benoni is easy to play. I misspoke the mouse. Try again. Yeah, certainly. Can you play the Gyuko piano? That's mostly what we play. Yeah, the Gyuko piano is easy to play and it's fun to play. Just play bishop c4 and d3. What's your favorite gambit overall? My favorite gambit is the Queen's Gambit, but it's not really a gambit. So I guess my favorite gambit is the What's my favorite gambit? I guess the Marshall Gambit. It's the best gambit in the world, I think. I think Marshall Gambit and the Queen's Gambit are the two best gambits in the world. I also like the Benko. The Benko Gambit is very interesting. I think the Benko Gambit is a fun opening to play, as long as you don't lose too much. What do I play here? I guess I expand on the queen side with b5. King's Gambit. No, the King's Gambit is a bad opening. I'll just say it out loud. But I think maybe it's not that bad, but you have to be very well prepared because otherwise you could get a losing position right away. Let's see, what do I play here? Hard to say. Maybe rook c1 and e5. Win against Magnus is his favorite gambit, the Magnus Gambit or the T-shirt Gambit. T-shirt Gambit is the best gambit. Oh, Queen a8, he has Queen a1. Yeah, so why does Queen a1? But he loses the pawn on e4. The Bonk Cloud Gambit. Bonk Cloud opening. No, I think the chat said it last week. I think the crab opening with h4, a4 is better than the Bonk Cloud even. Let's see, what do I play here? Bishop f6. Check, king h7, queen a6, queen b1. I'll just play king h7, try to remove the checks. A T-shirt Gambit like Magnus. Yeah, the T-shirt Gambit is the best gambit ever. Let's see, how to win this game? Let's see, not so easy to win. Okay, I'll take here. Play f5, maybe advance my f pawn, then bishop f6. It should be good for black. Check, check, f4. Play the opening you're least familiar with. I guess the opening I'm least familiar with is the King's Gambit. So maybe I'll play the King's Gambit. Okay, we got Avenge. Let's see, I played Venom already, so I played JS3. Let's play some Gambit. I'll play the King's Gambit. Here from South Africa. Hi, Yusuf SA. Oh, no Gambit today. Scandinavian. Hi, Checkbot. Watching here from Bacoor. Hi, Wesley, watching from Bacoor. Oh, that's good. Bacoor is where I was born and raised. Bacoor, Philippines. How are you playing the chat? How are you playing reading the chat all simultaneously? Must be some God sent children. Yeah, fortunately my opponents are not the strongest opponents. That way I have time to read and answer the chat. Let's see, King B1. I think this is the line John Bartholomew recommended in his Scandinavian chessable course. If you play T-shirt Gambit, I will become premium member. Yeah, I'm actually tempted to take you up on that offer. Knight f6. I guess I play Queen h4. Oh, he plays g6. I think g6 is not very good. Let's see. Let's read the chat. I can still see chess players are good at multitasking. Chess players are good at multitasking? I'm not sure. Hi, Anthony Asa. Hope to see you become the world champion. Thank you. Well, I guess I'm world champion at 960. It's very hard to be world champion in the classical chess. I think they're also like world rapid champion, world blitz champion, and they're much easier than the classical champion. But I think the only title that matters is the classical. Rook f7 seems bad. I can grab another free pawn. Okay, let's see. Play the Tennyson Gambit. E4, d5, knight f3, d4, knight g5. Oh, my opponent just... oh, that's fine. I think he was losing anyway. But he just misclicked rook e7. Play the Tennyson Gambit. Let's see. Let's read Mott. Thank you for the game. Do you know the Carlsen Wojtaszek game, Close Sicilian? With knight h3, then f4. Oh, interesting. I think that was played 10 years ago. Or maybe 12. That was played 11 years ago, right? In the Olympiad. Let's see. Nate Salon. Guess I play Garnos. Start to play with f4, knight f3, but knight d5 was so bad. Yeah, that's true. Knight d5 traps the knight. In the Close Sicilian, wait, why did I play this? Let's see if my opponent knows how to. In the Close Sicilian, you only play knight d5 if the e3 square is vacant, because otherwise your knight is trapped after e6. So you only play knight d5 if the e3 square is vacant. Huh. Okay, I lost the pawn on e6. Unfortunately, my opponent doesn't take the free pawn. I guess I'll play queen d7, followed by knight c6. This position is simply better for white because of my backward e6 pawn. Yes, Magnus played it in the Olympiad in 2014. Oh, I didn't realize it was 2014. Yeah, thing is Magnus can play any opening well. But close Sicilian with knight h3 is not very common at all. Process of getting a baby is more fun. Let's see, takes. You are 27? Yes, I'm 27. You will eventually become the champion. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it requires a lot of hard work and years of hard work and consistency in order to become the world champion. Okay, let's read the chat. Wes. Do you still need a coach at your level? I think if you have a coach, you kind of need moral support at this level because chess is very psychological. So I think if you're a very strong player, you don't necessarily need a coach, but you need support. You need support from your family or relative. So you can't make it on your own. Being in a top level is very hard. So even if you don't have a coach, I think it's good to have to have firm and solid support from your relatives or family. Let's see, what my pawn play? King h1. I play e3, maybe not. Rook g6, g3. I don't really know what to play. Maybe I'll play rook g6, g3, knight h3, rook f6. Who is the most hardworking super GM? You, Anish, or Caruana? I don't know, but one thing is for sure, if you want to be a top player, talent is not enough. You really need to work hard for it. And chess, I think that's one of the reasons why many young prodigies stop being good after a certain time is because chess requires consistent hard work. So it's not easy to, I mean, you can have good results for a few months, but to maintain that over a long period of time is tough. But I think pretty much everyone in the top 10 works extremely hard to maintain that level. I heard that Ian Nepomniachtchi is working hard for his upcoming match with Magnus. Very windy here. Let's see. Ding Liren does not have a coach. He is number 2 in rating. No, Ding Liren has lots of coaches. Chinese players, they all have coaches. I mean, Ding Liren often travels with a coach. I think his coach is, was it Su Jun? Or Ye Jianghuan? Oh, sure. No problem. No rush. Yeah, I think we're back. Hello again to everyone. I have some time left. Hi Leonardo Ramirez. Think there were some minor issues. I think there were also some bit of lag today, but that's fine. So anyway, I'm playing against Tuck the Cover. I play the usual Nidorf. I don't usually play the Nidorf, but in these games, the Nidorf can be a very exciting opening to play. Bishop e6 takes. Hi, Kramnik student. Kramnik student. Yeah, it's always good to be a student of Kramnik. Bishop e6. Hi, Fede Fran. Many greetings from Argentina, Wesley, where you have many followers who love you very much. But thank you for the kind words. Also love Argentina. And yeah, I have huge respect for South American players. They're very good. Let's see. Which opening is better for a 2000 rated player? Sicilian, Khan, or Taimanov? Also, what would you recommend against d4 that perhaps isn't that theoretical? I think the Sicilian Taimanov is a better opening than the Khan. Sicilian Taimanov is e6, followed by knight c6 and queen c7. I think Taimanov is easier because it doesn't give us much space as in the Khan, where white cannot put the pawn on c4 and go for a Maroczy position. So I would always recommend the Taimanov before the Khan, Sicilian. As for an opening against 1d4 that isn't theoretical, I would recommend the Nimso Indian. The Nimso Indian is a very good opening against 1d4. So, and the Nimso Indian is super solid and it cannot be refuted. So I think the Nimso is one of the best openings against 1d4. Let's see what I play here. I guess g6. F4, interesting. Check and take. Let's see. Let's read the chat. Hello again to everyone. Hi, Leonardo Ramirez. Hi, Do the Fan. Anyone who plays the Berlin is a Kramnik student. Yeah, that's true. We all learned a lot from Vladimir Kramnik. He's obviously a great player. Takes. Take. Queen takes. Mohisham, how can I play against you? I think I only accept premium members at the moment. Did you come to Africa and play? I went to the Ivory Coast to play the Grand Chess Tour leg there 2 years ago. Also, I played in South Africa back in December 2018. I mean, I didn't really play in a tournament, but I came to witness the South African National Junior Championship held annually. Takes, should be with 0-1. Play b5. Maybe b5 was a bad move. But irregardless, I think it's more than enough to win. Push. My B pawn's ready to rock and roll. Rook B8. Rook B8 and push the B pawn. Push, push. Okay, so who haven't I played yet? I guess I haven't played Bogdan yet today. Bogdan Girmasea, 24:30. It's gonna be a serious game, I guess. At which time of the year do you usually take the most time off, and what do you do then? Well, during the pandemic last year, my schedule has been very easy. But now tournaments are coming back, so I'm studying very seriously. But in general, in a chess calendar year, usually February and March is very wide open. There are usually no tournaments during February and March in the chess calendar year. Next year will be different because of the Grand Prix, but generally, my free time is usually February and March. And I have a lot of time just to rest and recover. Bishop G5, takes. Yeah, thanks for the game, Stock the Cover. Have you considered playing in the Quarantine League on Lichess? Quarantine League. Quarantine League, that's interesting. Do you have Instagram? No, I only have Facebook. I have a page on Facebook that I usually update. But other than that, I don't really I don't have an account on Twitter, for example. And I don't spend too much time reading Twitter. Let's see. I think I'm badly misplaying this. Black is doing very well. Don't really know what to play here. Maybe Queen D3. Don't know what to play. Maybe I'll just play Bishop H4. Kramnik student, in your current form, you are a serious threat to Magnus. Hope you maintain the form and win the candidates. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys for your kind words. I have to qualify the candidates first. I think the problem with most chess with top chess players, the reason why it's hard for them to compete against Magnus is because you need such a high level of consistency in order to remain at the top. You need to work hard constantly, and that consistency is what's very difficult to get. I think it's been amazing that Magnus has been number one for 10 years. 10 years is a really long time to be at the top. So that's really impressive. And I think to remain at the top, you need that immense amount of consistency, which many players like me are lacking. But you kind of need to be constant. You need a constant hard work in order to remain at the top. And I think I just blundered G5 here. Unfortunately, my opponent didn't see it. Yeah, G5, Bishop E4, Knight E4, Bishop G5, Knight G5, Queen G4. Maybe black is winning a piece, I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. I think just gonna try to flag Bogdan here. Since you recommend the Nimso, what do you play against the anti-Nimso? This looks very dubious for black. I don't know, I'll play A4. Queen d3, and f3. What do I recommend against the anti-Nimzo? Let me think. What do I recommend against the anti-Nimzo? B5. Flag, yes. Yeah, that was a very bad game by me, but good job on Bogdan. I think he played really well. Made the game super hard in the end. I think I also didn't get anything from the opening. Let's see, I'll play the crab gambit. Or not the gambit, but just the crab opening. So we'll advance this H-pawn. But maybe my opponent is not here. So I'll accept a different challenge. Good game, Bogdan. Yeah, thanks for the game. That was very tough. Very good defending, I must say. But yeah, Bogdan played the Nimzo Indian right there. And the Nimzo is a very, very tough opening to crack. Let's see, let's play Halal Soul. I haven't played Halal Soul yet, I believe. So what do I recommend against the anti-Nimzo? So after d4, knight f6, c4, e6, white can play g3, the Catalan, or white can play knight f3. But if white plays knight f3, then you play d5. And now white can either play g3, the Catalan, or play knight c3. So I think I can recommend the Queen's Gambit decline against the anti-Nimzo. So Queen's Gambit declined with bishop e7. I mean, after d4, knight f6, c4, e6, knight f3, d5, knight c3, black has many good choices here. But I think bishop e7 is not so theoretical and it's extremely solid. So if you're a positional player, then the Queen's Gambit declined with bishop e7 is definitely the way to go. Do all top players study all the games played around the world on a weekly basis? No, not necessarily. You don't have to study all the games played, but you can just take a look at them. I mean, just take a look at new ideas being played. I think it's not necessary to study games per se, but it's just good to keep up to date with how your opponents are doing or how your how your peers are doing, how your compatriots are doing. But I mean, you don't have to. I think during a tournament, opening preparation is very important. But before a tournament, I don't think it's that necessarily. I don't think it's necessary to memorize or to deeply research openings that you don't know if they're gonna happen or not. At least speaking from experience. So I don't have to follow all the games played in the World Cup, for example, but I'm just very curious to see what's gonna happen. Knight f5, f4, rook here, takes. If I can push my f-pawn. Let's see, do I have knight h6 here? Knight h6, g6, check, check, check. Check, check, check. I don't know if this one works. Knight h6, gh6, queen g6, king h8, queen h6, king g8, rook d3. Maybe it doesn't work, but maybe it's a good try. Oh no, sorry, not okay. I almost knight h6. Check. I think rook d3. Should I play rook d3 or rook f3? Let's play rook d3. Rook d7. Oh, he plays king f7. Interesting. f5, queen e5. Yeah, this looks, maybe the piece sacrifice wasn't correct. Let's see. Sorry, Wesley, for my bad move, queen d3. I will play better next time. Sure. No problem. Yeah, my opponent blundered. Rook g8 is a bad blunder. No, I think if I rook g8, black can play rook d7. And then the king hides on e8. But here it's just GG. Yeah, rook g8 was a bad blunder. I think black was better before that. No, GG. Who is my favorite chess commentator? I think Yasser Serawan. How do you discover if you're an attacking or positional player? Or what you're better at? Well, you can find it from looking at your results. You can check your past games and then look at your statistics. Every player has their own personal playing style, their likes and dislikes. I mean, you tend to like certain positions better. So you can find out if you're an attacking or positional player by looking at your past history, your past games, and by checking the statistics. Every player plays better with one opening than the other. For example, with me, I have some openings where I have very bad results. But generally, you can find out your style by looking at your statistics, by checking which types of position you score the best at, or which openings you score the best from. Say e3, knight c3. FIDE Arena GM. It's a very strong player. Yasser has such infectious smile. Yasser is always smiling, so that's good. Yasser is a very cheerful person. Queen d5, knight d5, cd4. Rook c1. I think this endgame is better for white because white has the bishop pair and also control over the open file. Rook c1, rook g1. But what if you want to change a bit your playing style, not to be so positional, for example? Yeah, that will come through experience and through training. You can. It's also a good thing to experiment with different openings to expand your repertoire a little bit. I think Viktor Korchnoi once said that if you want to keep improving, you need to add new openings to your repertoire. So I think you need to have some excitement in chess. So you should definitely check out openings that you're very curious to try. But at the same time, be aware of your results and your statistics. If one opening is not working out, no matter how hard you try, then maybe it's just not the opening for you. But you can change your playing style also by training. So for example, if you're bad at endgame, you can do a lot of endgame training. If you're bad at tactics, you can do a lot of tactic exercises. If you're bad at positional play, maybe you can analyze Kramnik's games or Anatoly Karpov's games. But I think that all comes with experience and training. But it's very important also to train smartly. To Because as a chess player, time is very limited. So you need to know exactly what you're aiming for in training and what you're trying to improve. Let's see. Maybe I'll play a couple more games. Let's see. I played Dangerous Ride. I haven't played Grandic yet. I haven't played Grandic. Let's see. I want to play the crab. Just push this H pawn. Push this A pawn. Wesley, I live in the Minneapolis area and I'm getting into chess. Any chess clubs you would recommend joining? Oh yeah, shout out to NDK28 who lives in the Minneapolis area. I think we used to have the let's see, we used to have the Minnesota Castle Chess Club. Minnesota Chess Castle. Yeah, so we have the Chess Castle of Minnesota, chesscastle.com. I think that was part of the club which my father was part of before. Yeah, Castle Chess Club is definitely one club I'd recommend, but I think the good thing about chess these days also is it's very easy to find a game online. So if you sign up on Chess24 or on other sites, it's very easy to get a game. And it really is a golden age of chess because it's easy to find training and very easy to find training materials. But joining a chess club will definitely help. Because then you meet friends and other people who are interested in the same thing as you are. And this Yonok plays, very weird. Okay, let's see. But I think White is doing okay here. Let's see. Let's read the thing. Let's read the chat. What do you think is the best chess book? I think Gary Kasparov's books are very good. I think Vladimir Kramnik's books, Boris Gelfand's books are also very good. My Best Games by Boris Gelfand is definitely well recommended. And if you're looking for exercises, I think this book that I put in the chat, Encyclopedia of Chess Combinations, I think it's a very good book as well. But it's more exercises. But I think Kasparov's chess books are very good. And Gelfand and Kramnik, those are the classical players. Let's see. Mark Dvoretsky's books are also very interesting from the puzzle point of view. They're more training books. Yeah. Thank you so much, Wesley. I will check out Chess Castle. I'm 23. What do you think a realistic rating goal is for me? 1700. Can I go higher, or is it improbable? Yeah, I think 1700 USCF is a good rating to try to aim for. I think my father is around 1900 USCF. So 17 is definitely a good rating to aim for. And I think Castle Chess Club has some tournaments here and there. I think Castle Chess Club is a non-profit organization. They have long-time people working for them. And also Minnesota has some new up-and-coming talents, I think, here and there. And they usually all play in Castle Chess Club tournaments. But also, if you're preparing for a tournament, I think it's good to do the tactics trainer. Here, Chess24 has a good tactics trainer. Other sites also, but it's good just to warm up. I think Minnesota has a good number of chess-loving aficionados. So I know quite a few, but it's a good thing to meet people who share the same goal, the same love, and passion for chess. But I think 1700 is a good goal. Let's see how they win this game. Rook A8. Check. And I'll just take this pawn. Okay, maybe I'll play one more. Let's see. Let's play Sergey Rachmaninoff. Chess Pacman. Who is GM Chess Pacman? Julio Fedora? Yeah, so shout out to Chess Pacman on the stream. I think he's Julio Fedora. So Philippines #1. Hi, Wes Muslana. Great to see you in action again. Hi, Julio. Doing well here. We're about to travel St. Louis shortly, in a couple weeks. But yeah, congratulations on your new job. Also coaching, and send Inopob, Julio Fedora. So send my regards to your wife, Katie. I also hope you guys are doing well. It was that number two in the US. No, I think you're number 1 in the Philippines, right? Weren't you in New York sometime last year? Yeah, also congratulations on your job as the main coach of University of Texas, Dallas. Let's see, Bishop C5. Just losing a pawn, huh? That's bad. Yeah, I'm just blundered the pawn. Also Tigran is still #1. Huh. Yeah, thank you, Julio. We're doing well here. Earlier, also Darwin Lilo was in the chat. He's number 6 in the Philippines, I think. So earlier, Darwin Lilo was also in the chat. It was past 3 in the morning, the Philippines, but he was still around 95. I should take this game seriously. Otherwise, I could just get crushed. Bishop g4. No, rook c8. Yeah, rook c8 maybe it's a bad move. Let's see, knight d4. H3. Bad position. But maybe if I play fast, I have some chances to hold. The more Pinoys, the merrier. Yeah. Unfortunate the rook c1. I need to trade a pair of rooks. We got the bishop pair though, super annoying. Sorry for distracting you. Oh, no, it's no problem. I think it's my fault really playing a bad opening. But I think Black still has some drawing chances. And now he's low on time. So let's try to flag Sergey Rachmaninov. I think we're not playing with increments, right? So let's try to flag Sergey. 57, 56, 55. Wait, are we playing with increments or not? I don't think we're playing with increments, right? Oh yeah, shoot. Okay, never mind. He's too good. Just blunder the rook. Maybe I'll play one more. Let's see. Who haven't I played yet? I played. I think Miglimao was not. Can I play you after this, Wes? Been a while. Miss sparring days back or. Okay, maybe I should. Yeah, I should play you one game. There. There, I'll play one game with Fedora. Can you play B3, please? Okay, it's gonna be a serious match. Knight f6. Yeah, I must say though, Sergey Rachmaninov played very well. So congrats to him. Bishop b4. Castle, standard Nimso. d5. b6. So this line has become very friendly, by the way. I think rook d8. Bishop d6, and then c5. Oh wait, maybe instead of bishop d6, bishop f8 was another move, but it's fine too. Sergey is very good. Yeah, Sergey played very well last game. Didn't give me much chances. But that's life. Sergey Rachmaninov. Oh wait, shoot. Knight if maybe we'll do one more. Yeah, that was bad. Blundering the rook to e8. Wes, I was gonna give a take back. Lol. Huh. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, blunder the rook. Yeah, maybe we can do a rematch. Thanks for the stream. Very instructive. Yeah, maybe Pacman if you want. We can do a rematch. Is there take backs here? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Chess 24 has any take back. But yeah, congrats. A3. In here. Oh, thank you, Julio. Thank you for your nice words. Yeah, I think in general it's just hard to play Blitz, period. F3. Send rematch now. Queen h5. I'm turning knight f6, by the way. I think white's position is very good here. But as usual, anything can happen. Wes, I used to do this here. Grabe. Yeah, I don't know how Hikaru Nakamura does it for hours and hours at a time. But the secret to doing Banter Blitz is you play 1300s and you get the same rating points for a win, which is 1 point. Instead of playing strong opponents. I think we got this one. We finally got a win. Bye, Wesley. It's far too late in India. Take care. Yeah, bye Amirtaj next time again. Yes, you must be so used to it. Bye Amrin. Hi Franz Benavides. Welcome. What is my favorite fruit? It depends what season it is, but I like cherries. I think cherries is my favorite fruit. Can never go wrong with good cherries. All the best for the Champions Chess Tour. Get it, champ. Thank you, Amrin Taj. Yeah, Champions Chess Tour is starting in a week. Or to be more exact, starting in 9 days. Bye, Kramnik student. Oh wait, no, Kramnik student is not leaving. Yeah, bye, Amrin Taj. Yeah, we'll give our best in the next tournament. Knight e4, very interesting move. I didn't expect that, of course. Takes. Maybe I should have taken e5 first. Bishop h7, d5. Yeah, I should have played knight takes e5 instead of knight e4. But still very unclear. Bishop e4, rook f d8. A shout out, please. My name is Crystal. Wesley, I bought your video series on the Nimzo Larsen in the Italian. Really great stuff, very instructive. You show and teach perfectly the nuances, concepts, and ideas in the system. Yeah, thank you, Sergey. Thank you, Sergey Rachmaninoff, for your kind words. And thanks for buying my DVDs. Hope you like them. Takes. Bishop takes. G4. Don't know how good this move is. Yeah, F5 certainly looks risky. I'm trying to win a material. Why has he gone so quiet? Because I'm facing a strong opponent, so I'm trying to play seriously. Yeah, but I'm not sure how good a move F5 is. Yeah, through page 4. Thought I have G5 here. Huh. Okay, it's a very critical position. Bishop F6. I think I have to play Bishop F6. Rook H5. Rook H5 is a good move. And Bishop E4 is very good. Oh yeah. Chat quiet, Wesley quiet. Yeah, very complicated game. I'm not sure what could happen there, but yeah, thanks again, Julio Sudar, for the game. And we'll play you again next time. Yeah. Very weird game. I think after Rook H4, position was very complex on both sides of chances. But I'm sure we missed many different moves. Funny, I thought there was increment. Wait, I thought there was increment too, right? There was no increment? Or maybe there was no increment. I don't know. But anyway, thank you guys again for today. I think I'll have another Banter Blitz maybe sometime soon. But we'll have the Meltwater Champions chess tour this coming Saturday. So thanks for the games. Thank you, Julio, for stopping in. Also to the Filipinos out there. And thanks to everyone for watching. I'll see you again shortly. Bye, guys.
To raise your chess to a new level, Challenge Yourself is an exclusive, innovative experience designed for Chess24 Premium members. Train like a champ with a unique set of lessons prepared by the coaches of the challengers. Boris Girlfriend and Co. will help you improve your chess. Play versus a champ. Play a grandmaster each day in Banter Blitz. Take advantage of this incredible opportunity from June 10th. Go premium and challenge yourself.